那你给我来一个。
各位嘉宾各位同僚、各位同仁、各位这个演讲者，我们下午的大会演讲就要开始了。下午呢也是分两节，第一节呢由郭尊利老师和我们两个人共同主持。第一位演讲嘉宾呢是王天俊教授。王天俊教授呢是我们著名的男中医校友，是咱们海外头针的领军人物。然后呢，在头针主要是胶着头针是吧？胶着头针方面具有数十年的临床经验，还有呢这个研究，在教学方面呢也是弟子满天下。他有他的专注，也有他的实际操作。明天有实际操作课。那么今天呢，我们就不让他讲这个实际操作，也不用讲别的，就讲这个最新的研究进展。I'm just quickly brief Professor Tianjun Wang. Professor Tianjun Wang also is a well-known Nanjing alumni, and he is specialized in neurological clinical practice using scalp acupuncture. In the past few years, he published his papers and book, and he also teaches scalp acupuncture worldwide. So today, he is going to bring the new development, up-to-date development, and from the research outcome to everybody. Please welcome Professor Tianjun Wang.
Thank you, Professor Meng, to give the short introduction. My speech will be in English, because I noticed around half or at least 1/3 of the participants are English speaker, or at least non-Chinese speaker, such as our colleague from Italy. So my topic will be both in English, but my PPT will be in both in Chinese and English. Yeah, so that's a bit introduced. And as you know, today is a conference, only 25 minutes. So I will not touch too much detail about the location, skill, technique, etc. That will be introduced in detail tomorrow. As you know, tomorrow we will have a post-conference seminar. You are welcome to join that seminar. Today I will more focus on we saw some new advance, the study, research about scalp acupuncture, on the mechanism, to answer the question why, not only how, not only what, but to answer why. Why we use acupuncture, why scalp acupuncture are benefit for clinical conditions, particularly for the brain problems. So that's the main reason for today. I don't spend too much time to introduce my background. I think you are more understanding. Simply speaking, the moment my two main jobs. First one is my own clinic. I'm the boss of my own clinic. That is the teaching acupuncture clinic in London, for more focus on the brain conditions, to treating neurological and psychological patients in my clinic. Another job, main job, is I'm the principal of London Academy of Chinese Acupuncture, for teaching acupuncture, basic acupuncture and advanced acupuncture for colleagues. Yeah, that's my main job. Now, as I mentioned, my main topic for today, trying to explaining some of the new advantage, new study about scalp acupuncture. This is not only on acupuncture itself, but also we try to integrate or combine the new science advantages, which can help us to understand scalp acupuncture and acupuncture, how to combine it. But they are new. That new knowledge can help for me to understand, and also help for colleagues to understand how to treat these patients with the new science background. First of all, I'd like to share one called Nature. You know, Nature is one of the top, the worldwide science, including medicine, journal. In this journal, 2023, a new science published. They called somato-cognitive action network, alternatively with effector regions in motor cortex. Sorry, because I don't have the remote, but just to show you on this picture. Hopefully tomorrow I can repeat a bit more. As you know, in general speaking, for previous neuroscience, not only acupuncture, not only scalp, but also the whole neuroscience, we mostly use the top left, the left side of the, we call that is the penfield, the motor, the small people. Like on the brain, our whole body have a reflection in different part of the brain. That's the classic traditional science on the top left side. But actually, with new research indicate that it's not only one model. There are some new studies on the top, on the middle side of the map. You can see, based on the traditional model of the reflection areas, there are actually some new research indicate that we call this is the semantic cognitive action. It's a network, not only one by one, not only the motor cortex regarding for the lower limb on the top of the brain, up limb in the middle of the motor cortex. In between the up and the middle, there is a small dumping, small model, which can cognitively, alternatively, the whole body system. Not only one by one, it's a network. That's new science published on the Nature 2023. After that, that is completely new, which some people said has already completely broken the classic theory. But actually, I believe it's not broken. It's adds something more detail. Now, next news. Only this year, 2026, in February, in China, one of the biggest news published in, in China, CCTV, and also the news, 中央电视台 and Xinhua published a new science broad news. That means Chinese scientists has firstly discovered the underlying function network mechanism of the Parkinson's disease for the first time in the world, which their work also published on Nature. So the Nature magazine, this journal, the top magazine, has already published the new research on the brain network, not only one by one. Then in China, China, our science people, they are more glad on the application. How to apply the new science of the network on treating clinical difficult cases, particularly for the difficult Parkinson's disease. For the patients, they are not good response for the general treatment, whatever the general dopamine or general acupuncture. They noticed. Then they use this theory to treat the severe Parkinson's disease patients. Their research, they found the deep brain stimulation and precision neuroimaging in human beings. They noticed the Parkinson's disease, the mechanism of the science is not only one by one. It's they call it a network, or they call it a spark, like a network, a scan. They found in Parkinson's disease patients, there are 6 the major cortical functions in their paper 2026, early this year. And also they use the word, the network neuromodulation. The neuromodulation is not nowadays discovered. It's not only one target, one region, but it's a network. Similar to TCM, the channel system. This is a systematic network. So from the perspective of the network neuromodulation, the most significant aspect of acupuncture treatment for Parkinson's disease is not only specific point, but rather than ability to remodel the sensorineural network and its associated circuits. Based on this theory, they found the disconnection between the sensory motor network and the basal ganglia network. That's the mechanism of Parkinson's disease. But acupuncture, the value, the research, why acupuncture can help them, they have discovered, including the 3 key findings regarding for acupuncture impact on the somatic medical network, including, they said, can enhance the connectivity between the concentrated graces and the post-central graces. This area, they found, is different with traditional finding. Because traditionally, the research are more focused on one-by-one target, one-by-one point. But now they noticed acupuncture can help enhance the cognitive regions. These regions are very similar to scalp acupuncture, the motor area and the sensory area. This new finding will be impact our treatment to use or how to use scalp acupuncture to treating Parkinson's disease or other brain conditions. Then acupuncture can also activate of the SMA and the basal ganglia circuits. Acupuncture can enhance of the gut-related network. In addition, some research also indicate the cerebellum plays a role in the pathophysiology and of Parkinson's disease as well, published in 2024. Also a very new research. This new research can give us some thinking. We may think about to use the points or scalp acupuncture areas related to cerebellar balance, which some of you have learned with me for many years. You know that it's a special area called the balance area. This area just above the cerebellum. We mainly use this area for treating the ataxia, balance problem after stroke, brain tumor. Now, based on this research, we can use this theory to treating Parkinson's disease as well. More research on scalp acupuncture indicate the scalp acupuncture connection with the sensorimotor network. So the researchers suggest that scalp acupuncture may directly modulate the pre-primary motor cortex M1 and the supplementary motor area and the partially motor area. They therefore establish a new pattern of functional connecting. So acupuncture itself, the research has indicated scalp acupuncture can directly impact some of the brain cortex. We also think about previously, but this previously is also in the last 5-10 years, is new research, much new than I have learned, studied studied in University, Nanjing University Chinese Medicine, which was 40 years ago. My basic knowledge from Nanjing University Chinese Medicine, I still appreciate, I'm still very proud of my study, but not enough. We need to learn something new. This new can enhance our understanding, can enrich our knowledge, can help us to treating more difficult patients. So this is research indicate the mechanism of scalp acupuncture. After scalp acupuncture treatment, the brain motor cortex can easily and quickly, directly stimulate the brain function. We call the shoot pathway. 5 minutes? Okay, thank you. So the research called a shortcut pathway of scalp acupuncture. This research. Next research, this research I will not repeat it. You can go to the reference if you are interested. Based on human and animal research, acupuncture can regulate the brain function more directly, more fast. Another research indicates the published in 2023, the neural control of cerebral blood flow. So acupuncture, particularly scalp acupuncture, can directly stimulate the brain blood flow. This blood flow can, you can imagine, can regulate many brain functions, treat many brain-related patients. Quickly, I say, you can see, scalp acupuncture sometimes we may plus electro. This electro treatment are very similar to we call the EEG, and also the new high-tech technology called the brain-computer interface. This brain-computer interface gives us some suggestion. The location for scalp acupuncture is very important. The manipulation, not only inside the needle, but also manipulation, similar to Dr. Chen, the Jingzhen, the Dongjingzhen, should be more motion. Scalp acupuncture also we need motion, but different type of motion. Finally, we may plus electro to generate better results. Of course, different type of the brain-computer interface give us some confidence to practice scalp acupuncture for treating more brain patients. And also, 2025 published the potential scalp acupuncture and the brain stimulation targets for common neurological disease, evidence from neuroimaging studies. That means acupuncture, including scalp acupuncture, has generated more and more increased evidence to support why walking. And collectively, this finding demonstrates scalp acupuncture potential for brain disease treatment, validate its motor-dominated acupuncture in chronic pain and common diseases. Yeah, as a short sample, post-stroke aphasia. This is one of the key problems after stroke, but not only after car accidents, brain tumor, etc. Post the aphasia. Based on the neuroimaging research, using the functional MRI scan, they noticed the 3 major brain cortex damaged in different 3 areas. In scalp acupuncture, there are 3 speech areas which are directly above these 3 speech areas. So that's connected each other. Yeah, and also the research indicated a great effect size in neurological functions compared to scalp acupuncture and traditional acupuncture. In addition, of course, they use the international standard scalp acupuncture, partly of scalp acupuncture. It can help for the dementia patients, for their brain functions. And in addition, scalp acupuncture has the functions of biodirection regulation. As you know, Acupuncture, we saw something like the bio-direction functions. Scalp acupuncture has the same bio-direction. Yeah. Then I don't spend too much time. Tomorrow I will demonstrate how to choose the right direction, how to use the right location, how to manipulation. But the results or indicator, they say, the electromagnetic signal generated by rapid twisting stimulation, the brain, which is one of the key factors for the effectiveness of scalp acupuncture. So the fast insert needle, fast twist the needle, and fast remove needle generate the we call it electromagnetic. Yeah. If we open our view, scalp acupuncture is one type of acupuncture. Acupuncture is one part of traditional Chinese medicine, TCM. So scalp acupuncture is partly of TCM, but they are more focused on the brain knowledge and the brain diseases. So we summary of this today's talk is that TCM has brain, and the brain is above over other Zhang organs. The brain controls and regulates our life, our mental and physical activities. Of course, then the dumen is the meridian of the brain channel. And the brain is the seat of marrow. It opens at the top of the scalp and below the fourth. So, scalp acupuncture and in the future, the Daoqi technique are the two special and higher effective methods for treating brain-related conditions. And as the host mentioned, most of my knowledge has published on my book, which published 6 years ago, called Acupuncture for Brain, Treatment for Neurological and Psychological Disorders, which summary the traditional brain theory, the new neurological theory, the scalp acupuncture research, the scalp acupuncture location, needling, and of course, 2 minutes, thank you. And of course, give some sample of the neurological and the psychological disorders. 2 of them, Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's disease, will be detailedly explaining tomorrow. This here summary the old scalp acupuncture areas. Most of them, we will use them for treating brain conditions. Some of them are more commonly used, particularly for scalp acupuncture, for the treating dementia and the Alzheimer's disease, will be detailedly demonstrated tomorrow. So, I'm on time. I did not spend too much time. So that's all for my talk. Hope my short speech, 25 minutes, give you some new idea. We, as a modern, now in the modern society, we need to always update our knowledge, not only on acupuncture, traditional Chinese medicine, but also we can borrow the new science research from Western, from new science to help us to improve our knowledge, to improve our skill, to help more patients. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Wang. And it's a brilliant topic, and it's really, how to say, beneficial to everybody. I don't think we have enough time for question and answer. Luckily, Professor Wang is here in the evening and also here tomorrow, whole day. And you also find his contact. I think you can use whatever best way to contact him for all the questions you would like to ask him. I think the best one is see what he's doing. Doing on the real person, maybe doing on yourself, and this will be the most helpful one. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.